if I told you your past never really vanished, that your future isn't waiting somewhere ahead, that in this exact instant you're being born, falling in love, making your greatest mistake, and taking your final breath? Sounds absurd, right? But here's the twist. Some of the most brilliant physicists who ever lived believe this is exactly how reality works. Because time isn't what we were taught. It doesn't flow like a river. It doesn't march forward like a ticking clock. In fact, time may not even exist at all. And before I explain why, listen to this. Albert Einstein once wrote to the family of his closest friend after he passed away. Now he has left this strange world a little before me. That means nothing, for people like us know that the difference between past, present, and future is only a stubborn illusion. An illusion. So if that's true, what is time? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, the way you see a clock will never be the same. We live as though time moves in a straight line. Morning becomes night, youth turns into age. Cause leads to effect. But this may just be a story our minds invented to organize chaos. Think about this. When you remember your 10th birthday, where does that moment exist? It's stored in your brain, but when are you actually experiencing it? Neuroscience shows that recalling a memory activates the same brain circuits as living it in real time. To your brain, then and now aren't clearly separated. It's simply experiences. And physics takes this even further. At the deepest level of reality, time has no preferred direction. The fundamental equations of physics, Newtonian mechanics, Einstein's relativity, even quantum theory, are mostly time reversible. Watch particles collide on video, and you wouldn't know if it's playing forward or backward. The math still works. So why do we feel time moving in only one direction? That question leads us straight to entropy. Meet the second law of thermodynamics. Entropy, disorder, tends to increase. Ice melts in warm water. Broken glass doesn't jump back together. Eggs scramble, but never unscramble. These aren't rules of time itself, they're rules of likelihood. There are vastly more ways for things to be messy than perfectly ordered. This creates what we call the arrow of time, a sense of forward motion. But here's the key insight. The universe began in an extremely ordered low-entropy state during the Big Bang. Everything since then has been a gradual unfolding toward disorder, which means time isn't moving. The universe is changing. And if entropy somehow reversed, time would appear to flow backward, at least from our perspective. But entropy may not be the full answer. If this idea is already bending how you think about reality, take a second. Subscribe, not because the algorithm wants it, but because we explore questions here that most people never slow down enough to ask. And if you're enjoying this so far, hit like. It tells YouTube this kind of thinking matters. Alright, now let's go even deeper. In the early 20th century, Einstein shattered our understanding of time. With special relativity, he showed that time is not absolute. Move fast enough, close to the speed of light, and time slows down for you compared to someone at rest. GPS satellites experience this every day. Their clocks drift by about 38 microseconds daily. Without constant corrections, your navigation apps would fail within hours. Then came general relativity. Einstein revealed that gravity warps time itself. Stronger gravity means slower time. Near a black hole, minutes for you could equal centuries elsewhere. Time isn't universal, it's relative. Your present moment is not the same as anyone else's. And this opens the door to one of the strangest ideas in modern physics. Picture the universe not as a film unfolding frame by frame, but as a solid structure, frozen in its entirety. Past, present, future, all equally real. all existing together. This is the block universe, a natural outcome of Einstein's equations. In this model, time is just another dimension, like space. You don't say Paris disappears because you're in London, so why say the year 1926 no longer exists because it's 2026? Everything is already there. Your birth is still happening. Your death already exists. Not as destiny, but as geometry. Physicist Greene describes it simply. Time doesn't pass. The universe just exists. But if that's true, where does free will fit? That's where things get uncomfortable, because quantum physics tells a very different story. While relativity hints at a fixed block of space-time, quantum mechanics insists the future isn't settled. Particles exist in multiple states at once until measured. The future appears uncertain, probabilistic. So, which picture is right? Some physicists, like Carlo Rovelli, argue that time doesn't exist at the quantum level at all. In The Order of Time, he suggests time emerges only when we zoom out, just like temperature emerges from moving atoms. Others support a growing block universe, where the past is fixed, the present is real, and the future remains open. And then there's quantum entanglement. Particles influence each other instantly across space, without any clear passage of time. Cause and effect begin to blur. So, is time fundamental, or just a convenient illusion? Let's make this personal. If the block universe is real, then every version of you, the child you were, the person you are, the person you'll become, they all exist. You're not traveling through time, you're embedded within it. Regret still exists, but so does every moment of love and courage you've ever known. Fear of the future fades when you realize it's not chasing you, it's already part of the landscape. Philosopher J.M.E. McTaggart argued that the flow of time lives in our minds, not in reality itself. So maybe peace comes not from racing against time, but from letting go of the illusion that it's slipping away. Be present, because now is far bigger than you think. We started with a question: what is time? And the answer isn't simple. It's not a river, not a line, not even movement. It's a reflection, a puzzle, a quiet reminder from the universe that says, you are not just this moment, you are every moment. So next time you glance at a clock, remember, you're not losing time, you're surrounded by it. And whether time is real or an illusion, your curiosity is not. Stay curious.